Good morning, Shauna Talise, Anna Vitias, Ahmet, Low, Ms. Tabitha Samir, H Healthy One. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello. No, Naomi, Shauna Talise. What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Hey there, I know it's been a minute. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sheila She Curtis. Justin Spires. Hey, how's it going, Kim? Hey, Matt Crane 10X, my man. Kim Goddess, thanks for coming in, guys. I just want to say I hope I'm well. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, how's it going, Kevin? Thank you so much. Hey, Kim, thank you. Don't see your words of wisdom as much in the groups. I don't know, maybe? Hey, how's it going, Sarah? Return of the Mac. Hey, that's what I do. That's what I'm trying to do. Every day. Every day's another grind day. So, ready for you to drop some knowledge. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Stephanie. Good to see you. Also, Sandy, thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. I just want to say happy Monday to you guys. Thanks for being in here. I'm going to try and make this quick. I have a long Monday. I still have a lot to do. All right, so let's, ready for the good information. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Real quick, anybody who's new in here, do me a favor and put a 1 in here. What's going on, Mind Transform? Yes, it's time to make it happen. Put a 1 in the chat box if you're new. Just want to make sure, see if you're there. Love the glasses. Thank you so much. I'm going to kick Monday in the crotch. That's my whole goal. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Hey, Blushing Bundle. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you. Yes, today's the day to kick Monday in the crotch. So, True No Lies, thank you so much. Hey guys, do me a huge favor. Allison, Kane, you've been phenomenal with the inviting followers every single time. A lot of you guys have. I have this new platform called Full Scope. I'm one of the beta testers, and it tells me all the analytics on who's on, who does what, how many hearts people give me. Like, it's phenomenal. It's by Casey Zeman, the founder of Easy Webinar. So I'm remembering a lot of you guys on here, so I know what's going on. Hey, what's going on, Matt Crane 10X, Coach Sam. Follow Matt Crane 10X. He's phenomenal. Coach Sam is another guy who I dig as well. He's also phenomenal as well. Do me a huge favor, guys. A lot of people who are here, do me a favor and invite your friends and invite your followers into Scope. What's going on, Sharon from P3 Solution, Marketing for Small Business, Market Simple. Do me a huge favor, invite people into the Scope, and here's why. If you see any value in anything I'm about to say, if you saw value in the title, do me a favor and get people in here. What's going on, Dr. Finch? It's great to see you again. And so that's my goal, to get as many people in here as possible so I can share some knowledge, and then we can keep it going. Got back from Vegas. That is awesome. Hope you had a great time. I hope it was a time. You met Bruce Lee. Even better. Hey, what's going on, Kara Allen? Yeah, I couldn't make it last night. I hope you guys had a great time with Sean and everyone else. They had a meetup in the D.C. area of Periscopers. So it was actually, it looked pretty good. Okay. So let me tell you who I am. My name is Ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, The No Business Plan. I'm also the founder of Economics. We focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. It's life as well as business strategy. And the whole point of those two areas is to help you focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. And you need those three areas to be congruent in your life. We help people, if somebody has a goal or an idea, we provide you with the blueprint to get to your potential. That's the key. Hey, Beth Hoover. Hey, Coach Sam, I am on YouTube. Everything's the same. Everything's the same. You can go to ebongeka.com on YouTube. And I actually have probably 100 videos that I'm about to start releasing every other day, every couple days, maybe twice a week or something like that. I'm going to start getting I'm going to increase my YouTube game up. So I've been shooting a lot of videos. A lot of my Periscopes are going to go on there as well. Some may not. I'm going to keep some, and then a lot of them I'm going to put up online. So anyways, today I want to talk to you guys about, I have a huge headache, but I want to talk to you guys about how to deal with tire kickers, cynics, critics, haters. And sometimes that's even yourself. Like, you don't understand it. Every time you hear somebody talk about a hater or a critic, they look in the mirror. They're looking outwards. They're saying it's that guy over here, or that person over here, or someone over here, or a nephew, whatever, is being a hater. But you got to understand that sometimes you're hating yourself. Sometimes you're looking you in the mirror and telling yourself that you can't do it. Sometimes you're looking yourself in the mirror and saying it's never going to work, right? What's going on? Hey, Russia. Hope it's not too cold yet. Thanks for being here. And so you got to understand this. Sometimes haters may not be external. Sometimes the haters are internal. So I wanted to share with you some things you can do in order to how to deal with the haters and the critics and the cynics and the tire kickers, right? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't catch that, but I'll make sure I catch you next time. And so for me, you got to realize, you know, as much as you love yourself and your body, sometimes you hate yourself by your actions. You hate yourself by the words you use. You hate yourself by the way you behave. You hate yourself by procrastinating. And the reason I'm saying this is because we all, as much as we think we are where we should be, I'm willing to bet on everything that I have that we can look in the mirror and say we should be further along than where we are. I look myself in the mirror and I know I should be further along in certain goals and dreams and things that I have that I'm working on right now than I am. And so this is an attempt to call myself out as well as to have you call yourself out. And so you got to understand. So there's two things. I'm going to talk about how to deal with yourself when you're hating yourself and you're hating your grind and you're hating your ability to get where you are, right? And you know you should be further on, right? And then also too, it's also figuring out how to deal with the other people who are kicking tires, other people who are haters, other people who are kicking, who are getting in your space, who are ruining your, you know, people who say, I want to work with you, and literally all they're doing is trying to kick tires, right? And they're tire kickers. They're not ready to take that step. They're not ready to hire you. They're not ready to work with you. They're not ready to pay for the knowledge and pay for the experience that you bring and that you have. Exactly, they drain you. How to deal with the people who are trying to give you bad opinions and they disguise it as advice, right? And so let's talk with ourselves first. Let's keep it real with ourselves. So the first thing with me, penny pinchers, right? That's horrible. And so the first thing with me is this. I look in the mirror. I know I should be further along in what I'm trying to accomplish. There's some things I should have gotten out already. I start procrastinating. I create narratives in my head as to why I'm not doing certain things. I let other influences distract me and derail me. And it's not a bad thing. Sometimes holidays can distract and derail you. People are all worried about and concerned about Halloween and buying costumes and going to parties. But there are things they should have had accomplished by now, but they're not. And you're right, it is human. It's a human thing to go through. But it also, you know what else is not human? You know what's inhumane for us is not living the life we know we should be living. The worst thing in the world for a human being is to look in the mirror and know they should be somewhere else and realize that they're not there because of something that they did or did not do. That is one of the worst feelings. Besides regret, and it actually is a function of each other. The worst thing in the world is to look in the mirror, look at yourself and say, I should be at X, I should be at Y, but I'm not because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Instead, I'm worried about buying a costume from Party City. Instead, I'm worried about what booze I'm going to bring to a party. Instead, I'm concerned about watching a certain television show and binging. Instead, I'm worried about what people are going to say about me. Instead, I'm worried about how significant other is going to complain about my time. All these different things that we know, right, that limit our ability to get to where we need to be because people will start to look at you differently, right? The people in your life who are giving you all these things and trying to not derail you, but they want you to have fun and do all that other stuff. They will respect you more when you're crushing it at life, when you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And so, again, this is for me. I'm looking at myself as I say this. If this is resonating with you, I appreciate it. Give me a bunch of hearts if this resonates with you. Hey, honey gets money. Hey, Brenda. I just saw Keith Maurice pop in here and Jets fan. Good to see you two guys. Good busy. Yes, play for stuff. Keith Maurice is starting a new online Periscope live streaming game show called playforstuff.com, and go check out more there. Jets fans, another great guy. He's doing great things now. Thank you, Mind Transform. And so those are the key I want to get through to you guys. I got to look myself in the mirror. I got to look at me. I got to look at me and say, what am I doing? What am I not doing? What am I allowing myself to be distracted, right? And so you have to ask yourself, you got to be very honest with yourself. So as you look in the mirror and you're asking yourself, why am I not where I want to be? the first thing you need to do is you need to find people who are further along in that particular journey or process, right? And find out how they overcame setbacks and self-hate and tire kicking internally, tire kicking in yourself. You know you should be doing certain things, but you're like, I can, and then tomorrow. You're waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Look at Flip Saunders. Some of you may not know who he is. He was a basketball coach here in the U.S. The guy was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in June, or like May or June. He's dead. He died yesterday. You hear what I'm saying? 60 years old. He used to be the coach here for the Washington Wizards in Washington, D.C. I used to see him on the street all the time. I knew where his place was. I knew people who knew him. You see what I'm saying? I'd go down the street. I used to go to this gym called Equinox down the street. He lived down the street in one of the condos down there when he was coaching the Wizards. I see him on the street. Hey, coach, how's it going? He say hi to him all the time. I don't know him, but I say hi to him. But knowing in my mind that he is no longer on this earth, right? It kind of reminds me that time waits for nobody. And so, again, I don't know him, whatever else. I told you I had another guy, someone else I knew who had lymphoma who died 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago, but it's to remind you. It's not to be morbid. It's not to think, oh yeah, let's be sad. It's to remind you that time continues to move, regardless of whether you act or don't act. You have a responsibility. If you have a dream and you know where you should be, right? That is one of the best things in the world, is to know where you should be. Because there's so many people who are walking through life who have absolutely no idea what they want to accomplish in life. And so I'm trying to challenge you today. If you look in the mirror, you know you should be, and you're not closer to where you want to be because of some action or inaction, I want you to find somebody who can help you along with that process. Somebody who's done it before, not somebody who's going to give you opinions based on what they believe. You want to find people who have some ideas to what's going on. They may know you, they may not know you, but reach out. The action of doing so will get you more focus. Now, let me give you another thing. I said how to deal with other people who are tire kickers. I'm talking about now external. Might be friends, family, someone who wants to be a potential client, someone who wants to hire you, right? And I've had this before. I do these discovery calls occasionally with people, and they'll kick the tires and say this and say that. Part of the issue is, that's a great one, Missy. Success leaves clues. I got it from Jim Rohn. I love Jim Rohn. Success leaves clues. Tony Robbins says the same thing. And so this is maybe somebody there's a discovery call you do with, or someone you speak to, or maybe you interview the client. There's a few things you want to consider. People are going to kick tires. Not everybody's ready for what you're about to share with them. Not everybody's ready to work with you. Not everybody's ready to hire. Not everybody's ready to go to that next level. They think they know, they think they need it, and they know they need it, but they're not ready. What do you mean kick tires? Good question, Jets fan. So, the term tire kickers are people when you go to a car lot and you literally walk around a car kicking the tires, but you really are not going to buy the car, right? You go to talk to the guy, you do, sometimes it could be trolls, you're right. And you get on, and that's another form of another hater. You get in a car, you drive a certain place. I mean, you test drive it. You go over the numbers. He tells you what's going to cost and all that stuff. And they come in and waste your time. And you know instinctively that they're not going to buy. Big talkers as well is another good thing. Time wasters, big talkers, people who think they know that they're ready, but in reality they're not, because their actions aren't aligned with what comes out of their mouths, right? They're not ready to trust someone. They're not even ready to trust themselves. They're not ready. And so I meet a lot of people in business who deal with this, and it gets too much to them. Like, to them, they're tired of looking at people and working with people. And so working with people who are kicking tires. And so one thing to deal with, if you're in business for yourself, one way to deal with tire kickers is you need to qualify them, right? Without you being the one qualifying them. Real estate auction, thanks for being here, my friend. And so you need to qualify them without you being the one to qualify them. How do you do that? Simply put, they got to fill out some questions. 5 questions, 10 questions, whatever else. I know a lot of coaches that I know that I've spent time talking to and learned from. They do this all the time. And because they do this all the time, they cut down the amount of people that ends up wasting their time. They're not spending 30 minutes, an hour, 3 hours talking to somebody about the weather and all the other stuff. Cut all that out, right? You need to figure out, are you ready? What are your products based, and how do you qualify them? It's very simple. You need to find out what they want. That's a very good question. If you're not service based, if you're product based, it's the same thing, right? It depends on see, look at this. Say the price of your product is like $10 per unit, right? Are you going to spend 30 minutes of your day trying to sell a $10 product? when you can probably, when there's probably maybe another way you can probably automate that process to sell $10 products. Like, and I think it depends. So if I'm selling a car, of course, there's going to be more time because the value that I can get in return is there. So you need to value your time just as much as the person who wants to buy. It all depends on the product. So some way to automate that is maybe through a video. Another way to automate that could be through filling out a 3-question questionnaire. Hey, what do you want? What do you need? You know, what's bothering you, or what problem do you have? And you say, hey, but you know, if you have certain answer to this, then you can follow them up, right? Have somebody else follow them up, and then you can be the next level, the escalated level. So someone beneath you following them up, and if they need you, they come bring you in, right? And so so you want to make the person realize that your time is money. So here's an example. When I was doing immigration stuff, when I had like immigration visas and stuff like that to deal with lawyers, the lawyer would say to me, I will give you 15 minutes of my time for free. If you want anything more, you're paying $500 an hour. Done. That's it. And he's like, it's whatever. That is what the conditions are. If you don't like those conditions, there are other people who can help you out. What's your definition of value? Definition of value, it all depends. It all depends on what you consider important to you. That's what I consider value. So here's an example. Let's see a car. So you can buy, I'm in a parking lot. So there's a bunch of cars here in this parking lot. So as you can see out here, it's a bunch of cars. There's a Mercedes, 2 Mercedes, there's a Prius, there's an Altima, there's a Honda, okay? Now you can ask yourself, cars are cars. They all do pretty much the same thing. But somebody spent almost double the price for the E-Class, for the 2 E-Classes than they did for the Honda CR-V or the Jetta. Would you agree? So somebody saw more value in buying that Mercedes for whatever reason, whether it's they want people to know that they have money, maybe they're in a certain business that they can't take their clients around, you know, in a beat up car, and they need to treat clients nicer in a Mercedes. There's so many other reasons. And so, thank you so much, Anthony. You'll follow Anthony. He's a great guy. Ace Music. Met him through Matt Crane. Phenomenal 10Xers. And so basically when it comes to value, you got to understand what value basically means. Value, it depends on the person. There's somebody who doesn't really give a crap about a Mercedes. They want a car, so they'll go buy a lower price car. It all depends on what that person you're talking to, what's important to them. If you can provide that, price no longer becomes part of the issue. So dealing with tire kickers, back to what I'm saying, I don't want to get derailed. Hey, Vicky Fitch. Vicky Fitch is phenomenal. She's the Auburn Assassin, direct sales expert. If you're doing direct sales, network marketing, what have you, she's another great person to learn from. Built multiple businesses in that as well, and someone that I admire as well. So, you learn. That's a great point. Learn from a great mentor. Beth, you don't have Twitter net. You need to get Twitter. Yeah, exactly. When value exceeds price, people give you money. All right, so let me get back to tire kickers, haters. You hating yourself, right? That's how you deal with that. When you're doing it, how do you deal with external tire kickers? Now, how do you deal with external haters? External haters are very simple. I'm almost done with this. External haters are very simple. These are people who have a narrative in their brain. They have a mental movie in their mind. They have a mental movie in their mind that is so negative that they want other people to come to their party. Okay, it's a mental party that somebody is going through. So when I watch videos on YouTube, when I see trolls come into Periscope, when I watch YouTube videos and I see the comments below, a lot of people are saying this is great, thank you, it changed my life, especially motivational videos. And in a motivational video on YouTube, I will see somebody write a negative comment and complain about something. I don't feel bad. I feel sorry for that particular person. And I want to tell you why. I feel sorry for that person because I'm thinking in my mind, what kind of story is going on in their heads? And they actually thought that logging in and writing a negative comment and then writing all this other stuff to try and try to share their negative emotion, try to bring me into their negative mental party was worth it. Like, well, you have to ask yourself, what are you going through in your life? Right? What kind of setback, what kind of problems are you going through in your life that you believe that is a good idea? I know it's never about me. When somebody trolls me, it's never about me. The things that we get upset about are the things that we sometimes we think we believe to be the case. So I put my truths out there. Because I put my truths out there, I'm not worried about you turning around and saying stuff to me. It doesn't matter. I've already acknowledged it. Hey, Tosh Cosmetic, thanks for coming in. And so my goal is not to, I don't care what people say. People who are well-meaning have told me no my whole life. These are people who care about me, who've told me no my whole life. Yet I've been able to do a lot of good things. So if I know that's the case, the person who I don't even know who's going to come here and talk crazy, they really have no say in the matter. You know that person's coming from a negative place. I don't meet successful people who are like that. I've never have. I met a lot of people. Some of you know me personally. I know a lot of people. I met a lot of people, a lot of successful people. And a lot of these successful people, they're not that way. There's absolutely no way. Thank you, Vicky Fitch. There's absolutely no way that a successful person becomes successful by being that way. And sometimes your friend or your family can be that way and have a negative. Exactly. Thank you so much, Tabitha. That is completely true. Take a look at Tabitha Mir. She's phenomenal doctor, doctor of cosmetology, skincare. She does amazing scopes about your skin and skincare, and how to alleviate issues with health and skin, and she's phenomenal. So follow her scopes; they're always so informative. And she's also celebrity dermatologist. Sorry, celebrity dermatologist. I knew that was that. So a celebrity dermatologist. And she's phenomenal in that space. Like anything with skin, anything with health and beauty and wellness, she does product demos. She's always on TV, always she's a dermatology expert as well. I mean, like a television expert too. So you follow her stuff. It's always entertaining, so you'll love it. But exactly, you'll have friends and family, people you know in your life, right? Who literally have a mental narrative in their heads, and they love you. But again, hey, no worries. We are Periscope family. And so a lot of these people, they struggle in life, and that they've created this mental narrative in their brains. As a result of creating the mental narrative, they want to share that with you. Misery loves company for a reason. That's said for a reason. That's how you deal with haters. You cannot allow these people to come into your party. Thank you so much, Coach Sam. You have a house. You work really hard to make sure rodents don't come in your house. You work really hard to make sure that other things don't come in your house and permeate your living space, right? If you don't have boundaries, if you allow people to be negative, if you allow people in your life to be negative, you literally are opening the walls and the doors to let rodents and animals and everything else to infest your life. And that's basically it. I use that analogy because that's something that we all can relate to. I use that analogy because I want to remind you that you have a responsibility to guard your personal ecosystem, to guard your personal, to guard your life. And so what you don't want to do is allow these people to give you part of their mental movie. Exactly. No rodents, Vicky Fitch. Block all the trolls. So those are a few things I want to share with you. The main reason why I want to share this scope is because I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself a simple question. Are you doing everything you possibly can be doing to live the life that you want? If the answer is no, you know what you need to do. What's going on, Kick-Ass Carlene? You're awesome. Exactly. They're draining your battery life, sucking the life out of you. And you don't need all that. I don't need it. We're all going to die. We're all going to die anyways. So why am I going to deal with that nonsense? I know I say this and it sounds macabre to some people. It maybe sounds morbid, but it's not. It's the reality of life. The quicker you absorb and can process reality and how life is going to be, the happier you get. Because when people's lives get derailed, it's because they had a belief, they had an idea that something was going to be, and it didn't come to fruition, and then their whole world falls apart. Happens all the time. It happens in relationships. It happens in jobs. It happens in all parts of life. The closer you can come to reality, seeing the world as it is, and not how you wish it to be, you tend to be in a better place. Doesn't mean you have to be negative. It just means that this is what may happen in life. Plain and simple. So that's all I'm trying to say. Time waits for no man. Time waits for no one. Amber Aziza sent another phenomenal asquaredcoach.com, I think. Check her out. She's phenomenal. She's amazing business scopes as well. So she's awesome. Adam, thank you so much, Adam. You are phenomenal, my friend. I was just thinking about you last night. So I want to thank you for everything that you do. I want to thank you for promoting my stuff. I mean, you just do it selflessly. Adam is he's a tech guy. He does websites and WordPress and everything else. If you're looking for WordPress needs and website stuff, go check out Adam. He literally is phenomenal IT guy. So, oh, thank you so much, Brenda. Yes, thank you so much, Stephanie. My scopes are getting, yes, you know what? I'm just trying to bring value to people. The things that I share with you are the things that I think about myself. So every single time you see a scope where I'm talking about something, I'm talking to myself. The reason I'm talking to myself is because it becomes more transparent that way. I'm not going to come right down a bunch of stuff and say, this is what you should do this, do that. No, I'm going to tell you in life what I'm going through, and I'm going to share with you on a transparent level. And that way, hopefully, we can relate to each other. Positive energy jazzes you up. Negative energy, yes, exactly. I completely agree. You guys are phenomenal. Be great today. Dominate your Monday. Monday's just a day of the week. It's not a case of the Mondays. It's not bad Mondays. None of that stuff. I want all of us to learn. I want all of us to grow. I want all of us to live the life that we deserve, that we desire, that we are destined to be. And so one of the ways to do that is you need to cut yourself. You need to process yourself. You need to push yourself. You need to look in the mirror. And when you think about quitting, ask yourself a simple question. Have I done everything that I'm supposed to do in order to get to where I'm supposed to be? If the answer is no, how dare you tell yourself you're going to quit? And how dare you tell yourself you need to quit and give up? How dare you tell yourself that it's never going to come to fruition? You haven't done everything you're supposed to do. So how dare you tell yourself that it's supposed to not be that case? If you've done everything you're supposed to do, then I get it. Adam, thank you so much. If you want a copy of my book signed from me, startmeonbook.com. It's available to Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. And also, if you want to learn more about me, go to economics.com. Adam, put your thing in there, how people can find you. Stephanie, you can just follow Adam on Periscope. I think it's the same Twitter handle. Follow him and you find out. First attempts in learning. Yes, true, no lies, fail. I love the acronym. It's awesome. Mind Transform, you are the man. Mind Transform is another motivational guy on Periscope. He's working with you to get your mind in a certain place. That's basically it. Monster Monday. Let's just dominate this day. Look, last thing I'm going to say. Maybe some of you have heard the Gary Vaynerchuk little bit about Mondays. People complain about Mondays. And this part always resonates with me. I listen to this probably once a week. What if I told you would die this week? Would you complain about your crap job? Would you complain about somebody who's talking negative about you? If the answer is no, then the chances would be no. You would probably think much higher level thinking. So if that's the case, why do we have to wait for some tragedy that may be happening for us to look at what we should be thinking about? And so when I think about certain things that I know that actually derail my ability to live the life that I should be living, I need to look at a higher level of awareness and a higher level of thinking. If I was going to die this week, would I care about some nonsense? Would I care about, some job or some client? No. Please do me that favor. I want that same thing for you. Please do me that favor. Go a level above. Go a higher level above. Right? Yes, higher level thinking. Exactly, Tabitha. Yes, go a higher level above. And there's no way in life that you will get what you want if you stay below. You cannot soar the eagles if you're hanging out with chickens. And a lot of us are hanging out with chickens. And we deserve better. We know better. And therefore, we should do better. I love you guys.